IPOs have clearly been the big buzzword of late, from Barbecue Nation to Nazara Technologies, from GR Infra projects to the mega Zomato issue. As many as 25 IPOs have already hit the streets so far in 2021. But why are so many companies going public this year? I'm Sakshi Batra and I'll help you make sense of the entire IPO craze that we are witnessing. Well, the appetite for new IPOs is actually cyclical in nature and is driven by sentiments in the secondary markets. Now, historically, it has been seen that there is always a higher number of IPOs in a bull market scenario. Now, in 2021, they are also getting driven by abundance of liquidity and high investor euphoria and higher retail participation. Now, first, you must know why a company really launches an IPO before we go ahead and find out the reasons. An IPO is the first time a company really raises a large amount of money from the public. Now, firms use these funds raised through the public offerings for a wide range of activities: clearing debt, funding corporate expenses, and expansion, growth, etc. Now, the businesses which are actually trying to get funding for the next levels of growth do launch IPOs. So far, Indian companies have raised over 27,000 crore rupees through IPOs this year alone. Now, this is the highest amount of funds raised when you compare with the last decade of the first 6 months of the previous 10 years. Analysts suggest that more companies are going public this year due to the excellent performance seen in the stock markets and also higher participation of the first-time investors. Over 1.4 crore new demat accounts were opened in FY21, indicating huge investor appetite currently. Now, bull market scenario really helps these companies to get a chance of a premium listing and also greater subscriptions. Another reason is liquidity. Now, there's a lot of money floating around in the system right now, as central banks have been pumping in more money into circulation in order to minimize the effects of COVID-19 pandemic on the economy. Now, what this has done is this kind of money first makes its entry into the banking system or the financial system, and then slowly it finds its way to the financial markets, which is mostly stocks. Now, this basically means that there is a lot of money available in the market and that investors have the muscle power to really make use of the money to make investments in newer companies, in startups, in the new entrants in stock markets. Now, even if there is a loss-making entity, the bull run could incentivize investors to pour in new money in your company, and that is what we're exactly witnessing. Another reason is that several internet startups, including the likes of Zomato, have in fact benefited from the pandemic. And for most of these tech startups like Paytm, MobiKwik, Nykaa, Delivery, etc., there is a need to raise more capital at this point in time to expand their business to tap the growing demand they are facing currently. Now, over the next few years, analysts expect over 50 digital tech companies to be listed on the stock markets. And finally, there is a regulatory aspect as well to this. SEBI, which is the capital markets regulator, has actually worked on making it easier for startups to list in India. SEBI has reduced the requirement for issuers to have 25% of pre-issue capital held by eligible investors to 1 year, down from 2 years earlier. Now, these factors together are leading to companies making a beeline to go public. Experts tracking the IPOs and the primary market space do suggest that 2021 will be a record year for fundraising via the primary market space.